If you're looking to perfect your 1/4 inch stitch on the Bernina 790, I've got a couple tips for you to try. So in all the years that I've been sewing, I have found that I've gotten the most perfect 1/4 inch seam on a Bernina, but I do use some thinner thread, some sharper needles, my straight stitch throat plate, and a 1/4 inch foot. But it takes all of these to really make a difference. And I'm going to show you which mark on the throat plate is truly the 1/4 inch mark. So why a straight stitch throat plate? So you do have this with your machine. We do use that for free motion quilting, for your embroidery, but why not use it for 1/4 inch piecing as well? Remember, you can tell the machine that you are adding this throat plate to the machine, and then that will make sure that you don't accidentally pick a zigzag and it's stitching sideways and breaks the needle. Did you notice I picked stitch 2 and the stitch still stayed straight? So that's a perfect option. Next, you will find that using a thinner thread will also make your seams less bulky. They'll open up flatter and iron out more perfect. So one brand I do use a lot is Aurifil thread. If you love cotton for your 1/4 inch seams, this will be a great option. I do use a lot of my embroidery thread for piecing, and so a lot of times I'm switching from embroidery and then going right to piecing some blocks together, and that's the thread I have on, and that also is a thin thread like this. This is a 50 weight with a 2-ply. Irons really nice and flat. Now I mentioned some sharper needles, so if you are used to using just regular plain old universal needles, it's time to up your game. Quilting needles size 75 or Microtex needles size 70. Number one, both these needles are small enough that this thread will fit in it. As you use the smaller needles, you can't be using your thicker, more traditional cotton threads. You've got to bring that thread smaller because that eye is smaller, plus the groove is smaller, so you have to use a thinner thread. The sharper point is going to make for a more accurate stitch, especially when it goes over those intersections. And if you've got 8 triangle points coming together where half square triangles are all creating a beautiful point, there's a lot of layers. This is going to help keep a nice accurate seam as it goes through the thickness. And that's where that straight stitch throat plate will come in and help keep that needle stabilized because it can only go through that single hole. So that 1/4 inch foot, always a winner here. So if you're using foot number 97D, don't forget that the D stands for dual feed, and you do need to bring the dual feed down from the back and engage it when you use this foot. If you're using this foot and you can see this big gap in the back, you really don't have very good feeding at all, and that's going to make things even worse. So make sure you fill in that gap with the dual feed. Here's the 97D foot attached without the Bernina dual feed engaged, so do make sure that you pull that down and fill in that gap. The last thing I want to point out is that this is your 1/4 inch mark. Yes, it sits right in front of the opening for the feed dog, so it is a little shorter. But when you slide your fabric right up to it, if you can see the mark, do you see how I'm not covering it up, but I'm just to the left of the mark? That's when you get the most awesome scant 1/4 inch seam allowance, and that is what you're looking for. If you follow all of those, trust me, when you measure out those blocks and they say they're supposed to be 12.5 inch when they're finished, trust me, your blocks will be the size needed. And that is going to make everything lay flatter and make it easier for you to quilt it, or if you send it out to be quilted by somebody else. So try one of these tips, put a comment below and tell me which one made all the difference for you.